I'm gonna need to blow my nose.
No, we're starting. You get to do the welcome.
No.
LOSTies with Jed and Cara.
Jed does the welcome.
Just like that. You're out of it? Just like that. Welcome to the LOSTies with Jed and Cara. I'm Jed.
I'm Cara.
And today we're going to talk about the episode The Life and Times of Jeremy Bentham, which was cool.
It's a very good episode.
I thought it was nice in the previously on Lost that they showed more of that nasty bone sticking out.
I looked away.
So they open up with Caesar running through some station looking for things. Oh, I did notice, I've watched it twice now, so it's not very fair. When he's rifling through some stuff, he sees a Life magazine.
Yes.
And on the cover was hydrogen bomb testing.
Oh, I did not see that.
Which is Jughead, right? It's alluding to
From
Jughead.
the episode.
So the looks like the plane has landed on Hydra Island.
Which you called the week before.
And because I'm that awesome. Yes. So what do you think of Caesar and Alana?
I don't know. They're very suspicious of John, which is good.
They aren't exactly Nikki and Paolo yet.
No, they're more interesting.
I like the actor who plays Caesar. He was in Three Kings with George Clooney. He was really good.
So was he the guy at the airport that said something
Yeah.
to Jack?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And they go off and talk about somebody who's in a suit standing in the water, and that's John Locke. He's already the corpse alive, Locke.
Yes.
Did you? I guess.
I mean, you know what's gonna happen.
I just thought there'd be a little more of waking up in the coffin,
coming alive some other.
Or they'd make some big dramatic moment out of him.
But that would be the same as Jack's dad, right? He just was on the island.
Yeah, just standing there in the water in a suit. They say that's Lapidus the pilot took off with a woman. We guessed Sun when we watched it, but I think about it more now. But Sun she would have magically transported to the island with Jack and...
Well, why would she do that? If Frank, who has been on the island before, he flew the plane onto the other island, why didn't he get transferred down?
It's got to do something with that electromagnetic anomaly thing that happened when Desmond first, when the plane crashed, but also when he turned the key.
So that's the only people that are affected.
Well, I thought so, but then they say Frank and a woman, so I don't know. So the structure of this episode is back to the old flashback ways, which is fun. Oh, it's a linear story. It's one huge flashback, but we get the whooshing sound, which we haven't heard in any of the episodes this season. You don't want to make the whooshing sound?
No, I don't. No.
I was going to, but now I'm embarrassed. Locke wakes up in Tunisia. His bone is still protruding from his leg. Widmore is talking to him. So yeah, Abaddon works for Widmore. I love that he just flat out confirmed right then, I saw you when I was 17. I haven't seen you since. I was the leader of the others, but I didn't call them others. I led for 3 decades or something more than 3 decades. A lot of just flat out telling us how it works.
Ben kicked him off the island.
Yeah, and tricked him off the island. Just like John.
Right.
I got the vibe watching it that Widmore might not be a bad person, might actually be the good guy of this whole thing.
And Ben is the bad guy.
And
he tries to portray Ben as the bad guy.
Right, so what do you think? What's your opinion now?
At that point, I thought that maybe he was the good guy. He had me convinced.
Widmore?
Widmore.
Okay,
so I really don't like Ben anyway.
So it was probably confirmed at the end when Ben had the little...
Yes. But then Ben gave his speech at the end telling how bad Widmore was, so I don't know who to believe. They're both liars, is what I've decided.
It's probably going to be the thing, is they're both evil in the end. The only mention is war is coming.
Right.
War is coming. War will be season 6. Don't worry about it. Don't fret your little minds right now. We have all this other things to worry about. The big battle that happened in season 6. Locke says to him, Richard Alpert said, I need to die. Widmore was all about... We've got to prevent that from happening. It's not going to happen while I'm around. But him saying that seemed to me, that was what showed me that Widmore is evil. That he's not really supporting John. He's just using him some way. And John does need to die for all this to happen. And Widmore is lying to him and saying, we're not going to let that happen to you.
So what kind of agenda would he have keeping him alive then? Wouldn't that be helping him, trying to keep him alive?
I think he's just trying to get him to think Ben's not good. Well, anyway, John goes on he goes on a spree of meeting everybody. He goes to see Saeed in Santo Domingo,
Yes.
Costa Rica. And
Dominican Republic.
that's what I said. And Saeed is, shockingly enough, building homes for the homeless. What else are you going to do? You murder some people, might as well build some houses for people who you haven't killed yet. So then he goes to New York and sees Walt.
They have a short, meaningless conversation.
This is the bummer of the episode. I wanted so much more out of it, I think. I wanted them to stop the world and just share a conversation, a long conversation. It was just kind of disappointing. And I think this is probably the end of Walt. Go ahead.
Well, won't his dream, I mean, it meant him on the island with all these people, the new people.
But Walt said that people are wanting to kill you or do you harm.
Or, yeah.
I can't remember exactly what he said.
Which that could mean that these people that were on the plane that don't know him
mean to do him
hurt
harm?
him, later on. So it's a warning, isn't it? I mean, that was probably the point of the conversation.
Yes.
But it was stupid the way it ended. That he was just like, well, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to you for 5 seconds and
Right.
hit the road. It's been 3 years, but I gotta go walk back to my buddies
To
and
hang out with my friends.
watch SpongeBob, whatever. I'm just sad because really, this is probably, we'll never see Walt again. This is his send-off. Santa Rosa, John rolls up and sees all the Hurley. The one little nugget I picked out the second viewing was Hurley was painting a sphinx. He was painting the Sphinx, the Egyptian.
Egypt? Really?
Yeah, where the nose is broken off and it's the lion's body and the head of a person.
Oh.
I don't know what that
I did
means.
not notice that.
That's goofy. We go to LA and see Kate, and Kate does a nice, John, you're a bag. You don't love anybody, and that's why you suck.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
It was mean as
But John kind of deserved it.
yeah, remember he kicked her out of Otherton in season 4.
That's true.
And banished
I wouldn't
her.
go back with him either.
So she's apparently still pissed about that.
Yes.
And it's after that they decide to go to Santa Monica to see where Helen is, that she's dead.
Right.
At the tombstone. Which, do you think she's really dead?
Yes. Oh, I didn't think. I thought she was really dead. I didn't even think about the fact that she would be alive. Why would they fake her death?
So he would stay focused on what he needs to get done. I just figured they couldn't afford to get Kitty Skull back to do the bid.
Yes. She has other projects, right?
Exactly. Abaddon gets blown away. He's being all nice. He's putting John's wheelchair into the trunk, and all of a sudden, he's getting popped.
More blood.
That was disgusting.
Grossness. Didn't need to see.
And John was just like, Abby! Oh, oops, I gotta get in the front seat and drive away.
Yeah, he didn't really check on him.
You're not dead yet, but you're gonna be, so I'm
yeah.
just gonna drive right on out of here and not care to even look back. But that carefully led into meeting Jack at the hospital, which worked well.
Of course. Very coincidental. But Jack wouldn't say that.
Did you like the scene with Jack?
Well, Jack was his normal self with John yelling at him. And he's on the brink of his downfall to the growing of the scraggly beard.
The beard
and
is starting.
Painkillers.
It's already coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's on the painkillers yet. But it's when John says hello from his father and starts to put in his mind that Christian Shepherd's alive on the island. I think that he starts to get a little bonkers.
Right.
And then we jump to Locke's, gonna kill himself a bit. Well, it's weird too because his corpse doesn't really have the scars of the accident.
Right. I was wondering about that. Or the cast on his leg.
Yeah, they probably just pulled that crap off at the mortuary when they filled him up with the stuff.
Ugh.
At the mortuary. So Locke on the island is a walking corpse filled with that crap that you get filled with at a mortuary. That's filthy.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well.
They didn't fill him up. They didn't do it.
No, but I'm sure the island magically put blood back in his veins. That's pumping and that.
Because otherwise it'd be just gross.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Well, he wouldn't be able to live.
What? Sure. We'll just go with it. The whole fun of the whole show was the final scene. It was awesome.
Ben goes to the effort to save him and then kills him.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking while it happened. John can't kill himself because in Christian faith, suicide leads you directly to hell. And he would be a not good soul then. John had to die, but he couldn't kill himself because then he would be useless
back to the island.
Yes. So Ben had to kill him. But I think that the big point was John couldn't kill himself. I know you're supposed to think Ben Linus is evil after this. Oh, he killed John. He's horrible. And you've seen Whitmore be all good in this episode, but I really think, I'm still saying that Ben's the good guy. Ben's the guy who's working his butt off to make everything good happen. I don't know,
I don't buy it.
I was surprised.
I was very surprised, yes.
I mean, he got his moment about Jin, and he got the little information about Eloise Hawking, and that's it. He was done.
He didn't need anything else from him.
He just killed him.
Just his body to take to the island.
The Life and Times of Jeremy Bentham. What grade are you giving this?
A-.
Whoa! You giving it an A-?
It was very good. I was very surprised.
I'm giving it an A- as well.
Oh no, really?
It's not an A. Didn't have Sawyer with his shirt off. That's an A. Lost is kicking. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Now you can put your hand up there and block it.
Was that good?
That was a little anticlimactic.